I cannot tell you guys how I am like blown away by finally seeing this thing really happen and really come to fruition. It's been, as Susan said, an interesting episode of going to her and saying, you know, we really should build a new building. She says, you know, I don't think it's in our plans to do this. And I said, let's find a way, and we found a way. We're going to get a chance, Sarah and I, to talk a little later about some of our experiences with the band, but what I'd like to do right now is thank the very special band alumni and friends who came forward to make lead and special gifts associated with this new facility. The following alumni have named instrument section storage units within the new band room. Kelly Smith Brown and Bob Dolan for the French horns, Gene Rowley for the piccolo and flutes, Mike Stumiller for the trombones, Pat and Lorraine Burns for the saxophones, Roger and Mary Lou West for the clarinets, Doug Onsi for the trumpets, Stu Pergamet for the baritones, and Dana Gerard, Doug Nafis, Cliff Stratt, and Stu Pergaman for the tuba racks. So give them a round of applause. Then we have the ever-important uniform storage units. They're no longer in a back kind of dungeon closet in Barton Hall. They actually are out. They get aired out now, which will be good. You can now get closer to the band without issues. And the folks that contributed to that were Bob Dolan, Laura Moy, Ellie, Mark Gerber, Mary Bowler Jones, Dan, I think it's Keel, Doug Onsi, and the late Donald Walserman. Ava Kiam-Mulera made a gift to purchase the plant materials around the building, so if you walk around and see that, it'll give you a nice hand. Alum John Hyde saw this building at his 25th reunion last summer and decided after seeing the building to make a gift to create a photo mural, which will be over the south windows. A number of former band leaders from the 80s and 90s, including Barb and Pete Mazziotti, Sarah and John Gilmore, Heidi and Duncan Perry, Pia and DJ Ledina, Stacy Montalto, and of course Georgiana Leonard, who we can't forget our advisor, have named a second photo mural that'll be put in there. And we do have a lot of photographs to show the history of this fabulous group. And for those of us who were here last year, we remember the touching tribute to Kevin Ballantyne, class of 10, and his parents, David Ballantyne and Diane Demers, have made a lead gift, and many others have joined in to name the skylight in his memory. Active band alums Christy and David Stumiller made a gift to name the field storage room. The Vicks family, Mary and Dwight Vicks, Kathy and Dana Gerard, named the entry vestibule to honor our good friend Dwight Vicks, class of 54. Gary Thompson was actually the first to come forward and really stepped up to name, I think, what is the Gary Thompson Band Office. Thank you very much, Gary. And Bob Katz, Alice Katz-Berglis, Penny Haken, Kara Vanderman and Ken Klein, and Reeve Bill and Jane Vanderman have joined together to name this fabulous outdoor plaza in memory of the two great class of 31 friends of the Big Red Band, Cy Katz and Bill Vanderman. So thank you so much. All in all, 345 band alumni, family, friends have made gifts, with 99 making gifts of $1,000 or more. And of course, special thanks to the other members of the Fischell family, including my father Robert, my brother Tim, who was trumpet class of 78, my two daughters, Erin, flute piccolo of class of 2010, and Jennifer, tuba of 13, and my wife, percussion of 78, for everything they did to help with this, including Jennifer helping with the design. And I too would like to thank the fabulous campaign committee of Eva Cumulora, Lowell Frank, Penny Haken, Tom LaFalce, Barbara Mazziati, Scott Pesner, Christine Stumiller, David Stumiller, and Bill Welker, who helped guide this whole process. I'd also, just as important, like to thank the students and recent grads who worked with me and the architects and the Cornell lead architect Gilbert Delgado to make sure that as they designed this facility, it was our facility. It would do what the students needed in the way they needed it. And that's one reason they feel so comfortable here. It's got the storage like they needed. It operates in a way that matches how the Big Red Band operates. And they were key to making this the right place. Our deepest thanks to all these individuals, as well as everyone who supported the project, including, starting at the top, David Scorton, who occasionally plays flute and tenor sax, and gave me a glowing review of the new facility after first night, not being stuck with 150, 200 players in that dungeon in Barton Hall, but rather having the facility opened up and room to hear yourself, and he can hear this year, whereas a year ago his hearing would have been a little less. Of course, Susan Murphy, Charlie Flegler, Gilbert Delgado, and Hugh Wang as well. I would now like to, well, first let's give all of them a big hand. I would now like to announce that up to the present, we have raised a total of $845,772, an amazing accomplishment towards our $1 million goal. But we still have $154,000 to go to get to what we need to complete the project funding. If you have not yet donated or can donate more, please fill out a pledge card. And where are the pledge cards? In the tent. Because we're still working this, and there are still a number of naming opportunities. See Ann DiGiacomo over there, if you are interested. And thank you very much. I'm going to turn it back to Susan.